Not all beaches are created equal. Some are perfect for surfing, others are better for dog walks, brunch with an ocean view, or even a weekend at camping. If you're thinking about living near the coast in North San Diego, this video breaks down what each beach from La Jolla to Oceanside offers. From surf breaks to boardwalks, junior lifeguard programs, beachside dining. Stay with me to find out which beach town fits your lifestyle best. I'm Jack, a local real estate expert here in North San Diego County. I've helped hundreds of families settle into the perfect beachside lifestyle, and I'd love to help you too. My contact info is here on the screen. Let's dive in. Let's start at the southern end of the coast in La Jolla, where three very different beach scenes are packed into just a few miles. First up is Wind and Sea Beach. This spot is iconic among surfers. The break is powerful and localized, and the setting, rugged sandstone outcrops and sloping rock shelves, as dramatic as it is beautiful. It's not ideal for casual swimming, but it's a great place to watch skilled surfers and catch an unforgettable sunset. From Wind and Sea north to La Jolla shores, the coastline is a rocky mix of small pocket beaches tucked between the outcrops. The ocean floor in this stretch is mostly reef and rock, which helps create several of San Diego's most consistent point breaks. These aren't beginner waves, but if you're a surfer, this area is sacred ground. Just north of that is Black's Beach. This is a bit of a hidden gem, known for its serious surf, secluded feel, and worth noting, a clothing optional section that's been part of the culture for decades. It sits at the base of steep cliffs, so getting there usually means hiking down from Torrey Pines or La Jolla Farms. It's not the most accessible, but the reward is one of the most scenic and unspoiled stretches of sand in the region. Right above Black's Beach is the Torrey Pines glider port. If you're there on a good day, you'll see paragliders and hang gliders catching lift off the cliffs. It's surreal and beautiful backdrop that you really won't find anywhere else in San Diego. Now, if you're looking for a more relaxed, family-friendly beach, La Jolla Shores is your go-to. It's wide, flat, and perfect for swimming, kayaking, or just laying out in the sun. The junior lifeguard program here is one of the best in the county, and there are full facilities like bathrooms, showers, and a big parking lot. Just know that in the summer, that parking lot fills up by mid-morning. You're also just a few blocks from some great cafes and brunch spots in La Jolla Shores Village. So, if your ideal beach day starts with a latte and ends with fish tacos, this is the place for you. As for beach rules, dogs are allowed on leash before 9 a.m. and after 6 p.m. during the summer, and after 4 p.m. in winter. Fires are allowed, but only in the city-provided fire pits at La Jolla Shores, and these fill up fast, so get there early if you want to claim one for the evening. Heading just up the coast from La Jolla, we get to Del Mar Beach. It's a town that blends upscale charm with laid-back beach access in a way that's hard to beat. Del Mar's main beach is one of the most walkable and user-friendly in North County. It's flat, sandy, and super accessible from both the main downtown area and several smaller beach access points. It's a favorite for families, casual beachgoers, and anyone who wants to mix sun and surf with great food and scenery. There's solid surf here, especially near 15th Street, where the break works year-round and draws a consistent group of locals. It's not as heavy as Black's or Wind and Sea, but still fun and reliable. You'll also get Seagrove Park and Powerhouse Park perched just above the beach for great picnics, dog walking, people watching, with a great ocean view. One of the biggest lifestyle perks in Del Mar is how close the beach is to the town dining scene. Within just a few blocks, you've got upscale restaurants like Jake's and Poseidon, literally steps from the sand. So you can spend your morning on the beach, grab a cocktail and a seafood lunch, and be back in your flip-flops before the tide even changes. And dog owners, they love this area too, especially North Beach, better known as Del Mar Dog Beach. From roughly 29th Street toward the San Diego River, dogs are allowed off-leash in the off-season and on-leash during the summer months. Now, you won't find any campgrounds or fire pits on the sand in Del Mar. This is more of a residential meets resort community. But what you lose in overnight camping, you gain in everyday lifestyle, walkability, boutique shopping, and some of the best ocean view dining in the county. Next up is Solana Beach and Cardiff, two small but distinct communities with big personalities, especially if you're into surfing, local culture, and bluff-top views. Let's start with Solana Beach. The coastline here is mostly defined by dramatic sandstone cliffs, and that means a lot of beach access comes by way of staircases, like the popular Fletcher's Cove entrance. It's not quite as stroller or senior-friendly as some of the other beaches, but if you don't mind stairs, you'll get a more private, local-feeling beach experience. Just up the bluff is the Cedros Avenue Design District. You've got local boutiques, coffee shops, weekend farmers markets, and live music at the Belly Up Tavern. It's not touristy, it's lived in. If you want a beach town with character that doesn't try too hard, Solana might be your spot. Now heading north into Cardiff by the Sea, you'll find one of the most iconic stretches of surf in San Diego. It's called Seaside Reef and Cardiff Reef. These are world-class point breaks that draw a serious surf crowd year-round. The beach is wide and walkable, and the whole area feels very surf-forward, but still family-friendly. One of the things that defines lifestyle here is San Elijo State Beach Campground, which sits on the bluff directly above the water. The views are unreal. This is a tent and RV camping with million-dollar sunsets, and it's right across from cafes, taco stands, and even a local grocery store. The only catch? It's incredibly competitive to reserve, especially in the summer. You'll want to book online 6 months out and expect to pay between $40 and $75 per night depending on your setup. Both Solana and Cardiff are extremely dog-friendly, but with limits. Dogs must be on leash and aren't allowed to be on the beach during certain daytime hours in peak season. And while there are no public fire pits or alcohol allowed directly on the beach, you can still enjoy a bonfire if you grab a campsite at San Elijo. Now we're heading into Encinitas, which has become one of the most sought-after beach towns in all of North San Diego County. It's a laid-back, surf-centered, and packed with personality, and it blends the best of coastal and lifestyle community. Let's start with Moonlight Beach, probably the most accessible and family-friendly beach in all of North County. You've got wide, soft sand, a playground, public restrooms, outdoor showers, volleyball courts, and a seasonal snack bar, and even public fire rings. That convenience makes it especially popular for families with young kids or for day trips that start with a brunch and end around a fire pit at sunset. Just a few blocks south is D Street Beach, a local favorite that feels more residential and a little less polished. And then there's Swami's, one of the most iconic surf spots in California. Its right-hand reef break draws longboarders, shortboarders, and surf photographers alike. Then head a little north and you'll find Leucadia, a district neighborhood within Encinitas that feels like its own world. You won't find big resorts, chain restaurants, just small surf shops, taco stands, and coffee roasters. The vibe is more hidden gem than polished. Beacon Beach is a local favorite here, accessed by a steep switchback trail. There's no restroom or snack shack, just a mellow, locals-only surf vibe, and one of the best sunset views anywhere on the coast. One of the things Encinitas does really well is walkability. From Moonlight or Swami's, you're just a few blocks from downtown. People are walking dogs, heading to yoga, grabbing smoothies. It's that classic North County rhythm. If you're looking to camp, San Elijo Campground is technically located in Cardiff, but it's close enough to Encinitas you can easily walk into the downtown area. You'll find another great mix of shops, restaurants, and even some live music or local events, especially in the evenings. Just north of Encinitas, we enter Carlsbad, a coastal city that offers a more spacious, polished version of beach living with great access, clean beaches, and a balance of outdoor lifestyle and suburban comfort. Carlsbad's coastline is long and varied, but two of the main beach zones stand out. That's Tamarack Beach and South Carlsbad State Beach, often referred to as Ponto. Tamarack sits just below Carlsbad Village and features a wide sandy beach with well-maintained seawall and a paved walking path that runs along the bluff. It's one of the best stretches for an early morning jog, stroller walks, or sunset bike rides. The beach itself is great for swimming and boogie boarding with lifeguards on duty in the summer and easy access from street parking or nearby lots. Just to the south is Ponto Beach, part of South Carlsbad State Beach. It's wider, slightly less developed, and usually less crowded than beaches further south. There's a large pay parking lot off the 101, restrooms, showers, and a very relaxed, open vibe. The surf here is dependable, and the beach tends to attract families, locals, and travelers staying at nearby hotels and vacation rentals. If you're looking to actually camp on the coast, Carlsbad is one of the few cities that makes that possible. South Carlsbad State Campground is perched on the bluff right above the water with hundreds of sites for both tents and RVs. You'll get ocean views, on-site bathrooms, hot showers, and even the site that comes with a fire ring. It books also fast, especially in the summer. Reservations open 6 months in advance, and rates typically range from $50 to $100 per night. One of Carlsbad's strongest lifestyle features is how walkable the beach is to retail, especially near Carlsbad Village. From the sand, it's just a few blocks to breakfast spots, breweries, boutique shops, and restaurants with outdoor patios. As for beach rules, dogs are not allowed on Carlsbad beaches, even on leash. Alcohol and open flames are also prohibited on the sand, except for the rings designated in the campsites in the state beach campground. Carlsbad has a more open, suburban energy than some of the other beach towns, and that makes it especially attractive for families looking for space, less congestion, and a community that supports both outdoor activity and everyday convenience. Finally, we reach Oceanside, the northernmost beach in San Diego County, and one that's undergone a huge transformation. The beaches here are long, wide, and open, especially near the pier and downtown area, which is where most of the beach activity happens. This is a place for volleyball, surf contests, junior lifeguards programs, and all-day beach going. The pier is one of the city's most iconic landmarks. It stretches nearly 2,000 feet into the Pacific with a classic boardwalk feel. Along the strand behind it, it's a pedestrian and bike-friendly beachfront where families, surfers, and visitors all mix. Just south of the pier, you'll find Buccaneer Beach, a small local pocket park with seasonal lifeguard tower, grassy park, snack shack, and a mellow surf break. It's a great option for low-key beach days without the crowds. Further south, near Wisconsin Street and beyond, there's actually very little beach at high tide. The ocean comes right up to the rocks, and homes here are perched directly on the water. It makes for a stunning oceanfront living, but it's not ideal for public beach access or day trips. That's why most of the beach energy in Oceanside is centered around the pier and downtown. And the best part? You're steps from a seriously up-and-coming food scene. From rooftop restaurants and craft breweries to Michelin-mentioned spots and coffee roasters, Oceanside's downtown has become a lifestyle destination in its own right. Dogs are allowed on leash in some beach-adjacent areas. Fire rings are still available directly on the sand, especially near the pier. First come, first served. Alcohol is prohibitive like most coastal cities, but the enforcement here focuses more on keeping things casual and family-friendly. If you're looking for a beach town with room to grow and a mix of surf and food culture and walkability that keeps getting better, Oceanside might be your perfect fit. Before we wrap up, I want to share a few insider tips that can make a big difference, especially if you're planning beach days, scouting homes, or just trying to get a feel for what everyday life is really like in these communities. If you have younger kids, dogs, or older family members, beach access really matters. Some towns like Moonlight Beach or Tamarack offer flat, direct access from parking lots. Others like Beacons, Fletcher's Cove, require hiking downstairs or switchbacks. Small difference, big impact. If you're a morning person, check out Cardiff, Encinitas, or Oceanside. They all have great morning beach energy. Surfers are out at sunrise, people are walking their dogs with coffee in hand, and there's a real sense of rhythm to the day. Parking is another thing to think about. In summer, lots of places like La Jolla Shores, Moonlight, and Del Mar can fill up really fast. Know where the public lots are and how far you're willing to walk, or better yet, bike in if you're local. When it comes to camping, it's all about timing. San Elijo and South Carlsbad are the two state-run coastal campgrounds in this area. They're incredibly popular. You'll want to reserve online exactly 6 months in advance, usually at 7 a.m. sharp. And expect to pay, again, $50 to $100 per night. And lastly, remember, every beach town has its own personality. Some are about surf, others are better for dog-friendly mornings, boutique dining, or walkable retail. Matching that to your lifestyle is the key to loving where you live. It really comes down to how you live your life or how you want to live it. Whether you're looking for oceanfront homes, family-friendly neighborhoods near the coast, or something a little more off the radar, there's a stretch of coastline that probably fits. I'm Jack, a local real estate expert here in North San Diego County. If you're planning a move in the next year, Now's the time to start getting a feel for which community aligns with your lifestyle. My info's right here on the screen. Call, text, or email anytime, and we can talk through what's important to you and how to avoid some of the most common mistakes buyers make when moving to the coast. And remember, you don't know Jack unless you do.